Hi guys, it's the Ginchy sisters and we are here with our Ginchy GAB. So Ginchy GAB is us talking and you watching. No real scripted topic. We just talk and go with it. So.
Well, I kind of was thinking a little bit about this is something that plays in my head. I'm sure it plays in everybody's head, but it's like sizing of clothes. Like I've been seeing a few things where people are like, oh, don't be afraid to size up. Like, we all think, oh, we need to be this size or conform to a certain size. And I was like, these people make good points. If you didn't know the size of the clothes and you just went by how they fit, doesn't matter. So I was thinking about that a little bit, which then had me spiraling into body image. And even I was thinking a little bit about when I was younger or we were younger, we'd go to Swizzles and we wouldn't eat, or I wouldn't eat almost the whole day because I wanted my stomach to be as flat as possible.
I always ate. Just gonna say, I did not miss a meal for Swizzles, but I get it. I get it.
I did.
Never did eat.
But I still do that to this day, though. If I have an important event that I have to go to, I won't eat, because I want to think in my head. This is
okay, you're
trash talk of my head.
This is honest.
I think, okay, I want to look as skinny as I possibly can look. And so if I eat, I don't want my stomach to be all bloated.
Very, very, very honest and vulnerable for you to share that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have never not eaten something with the intention of looking thinner, but I also have never been a thin person. I mean, I'm not like a big, heavy person, but I've never been a thin person in general.
I don't think that's true. I think you're a thin person.
That's not for you to, but I'm really not. On the scale of, in the scale of life, if you measure BMI and weight and all that stuff, which is not always really
accurate.
And this isn't about, oh my gosh, I think I'm not.
No, I know
this
that. This isn't
a body image thing. This is the truth. I'm okay with it. I love how I am. So don't think I'm being hard on myself, because I'm absolutely not. I just never was my stomach has never been flat. That's life. I was born with a little belly. I was born with it. I mean, I just was. And I am, but I see, I never wore a bikini bathing suit. Never in my life, maybe as a little toddler, but I never wore a bikini because I never was built like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all about embracing your body type.
Yes,
and
my body type is.
I mean, let's face it. I think as you become a 50-plus-year-old woman, like I am, or you've gone through menopause, like I have, whether you, for me, I went early because of just my life situation. It was and what happened, but that messes with you too, because your metabolism slows down. It's a whole bunch of things so sometimes you start to get that body image creep in your brain and you think
absolutely,
and you think, oh my goodness, what is going on? And or if you're not working out 24/7 and what you put in your mouth all the time. So I just think
well, circling back to what you brought up to even start this.
Yeah.
You get so caught up on what size you are in clothes.
Yeah.
And if you really could I loved what you said, if you could actually go into a store and there were no sizes, it just by visual, what looked like it would fit you nicely.
Yeah.
And just put it on.
And some things it doesn't bother me. Some stuff I know I'm going to size up because I want it to fit a certain way. So I'm going to go to that. Tops, if I have to go to a large top, that doesn't bother me. But if I have to I don't really even care about large sweatpants or something like that, but
dress pants, trousers,
trousers, or jeans, or if I go to different, I have a size in my mind and I don't want to get above that size. And if that does happen, then I'm oh, what's going on?
I get it.
in my
so
in my
don't
brain.
think I'm not. I totally understand what you're saying. I have always been a little bigger than the scale of what. I don't know how else to put it. I never was a size 6 or 8. I'm big. I'm tall. I'm nearly 5'8" tall. I mean, I wear a women's size 11 shoe. I'm built. I have the hands of a man. If women were lumberjacks, I would be first in line. It is who I am. I would not change a thing.
Well,
but I've
Yeah,
never
you
been a
shouldn't.
6 or yeah. So for me, if I could slither my body into a 10 or a 12, I am living it up. So
Right. I
it's
guess.
all your perspective of who you are and what your
Right.
body is like.
Right. And I mean, like, because I'm so short, I'm 5'2", 5 pounds on me is like,
Good point.
yes. It's not
It's
as
it's
flattering.
maybe 15 on me.
Right.
5 on me, it just can't even see it.
Right.
But 15, yeah.
Right. So like when you're shorter, it's harder, especially like, and then you're short waisted and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I just think it's just about like how we are as women, where we're hard on ourselves, or I am at least anyway.
We all are.
About like what I look like, what does this look like on me? I'm always like looking like, okay, we talk about our trouble areas. Like, so my belly's always been, even when I had a flat stomach back when I was like in high school or whatever, I would be like, oh, my stomach's sticking out in this. I mean, talk about a pure waste of time, a pure waste of mental energy to sit there and think that. And like, I'm sure there'll be someday where I look back on pictures and photos of myself now thinking like, oh my gosh, this wrinkle, this, that, or whatever, and be like, what, were you nuts?
Looking to where we are in life today. So we are in our 50s. We're in our mid 50s. Let's be honest about it. That's where we are. We're lucky to be here. Some people never got here. So that's how I always look at it.
That's very true.
So now, nutrition wise, eating what I put in my mouth has now shifted to what's going to keep me on this earth longer. Of course, that's going to make me look better. But the motive now for me is no longer necessarily body image. It comes with it. But now I'm trying to be so mindful of the nutrition I'm putting in my body because I just want to be here as long as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
So
that's where I could get better because I don't always, I mean, I kind of don't necessarily think that way. Although I'm a big vegetable person. So it's not like I could eat vegetables every meal for whatever. I'm not a big meat person. Not that I don't like meat, but I don't really... I could eat vegetables all the time. Like my downfall would be like cheese and things like that aren't really good for like if you have like cholesterol issues or things like that, you know? So
it's just interesting how as you get older and as you grow old gracefully, because I feel like we both are, we're embracing it. We're not fighting it. We're not. We're both embracing where we are in life. We're grateful for it. And sometimes those little things that are stuck in our head from when we were in our teens or early 20s, they creep back in even at this stage in life.
For sure. Yeah.
But we handle it gracefully. We give it a moment. We acknowledge it. And then...
Because it's like your insecurities of what you think about of your insecurities. I mean, there's a bunch of insecurities. And even though I try to project like, you know, confidence, and I think that that's important, sometimes you don't feel always like confident. That's why I think I like love clothes, because I think and fashion and like putting outfits together, because I love it. Just brings me so much joy, and like it just helps my confidence level because I feel like I have a really cute outfit on and I just feel like confident about it, and that's what I love.
100% agree with that. It is so fascinating what a good outfit can do for the psyche. Like honestly. And I am really, as a part of this whole journey that we're taking and all of this that we're working on, I have really given fashion a second chance in my life because it did get pushed to the wayside. And you do feel better. When you look better, you feel better. And by look better, I mean whatever works for me. Like whatever
Right. Whatever. And like it shouldn't matter. Like whatever you feel happy, like whatever brings a smile to your face. And I mean, not that we can't all make improvements or adjustments on some things that we do, like fashion wise. Like I've been thinking about that myself. Like, okay, does this sweater really look good on me? Like, is the fit okay? Is it not? Like, it doesn't matter if it's trending or not trending. It matters on how you feel in it. And, you know, you want to maybe you want to update your style because you don't want to look like you're stuck in time. I mean, I think that's something we all don't want to necessarily do. So even if we take like a vibe and we look at it and how do we make it more like today, right? Instead of like you just came out of 1978 or whatever, like you want to like do that. But at the same time, it's like, who cares? You should just dress for you and how it makes you feel. And who cares about everybody else? And
it's about how you feel. That's what it comes down to. when you look in the mirror, how do you feel? And if you feel good, it's great. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
And I think it's just like, for me, it's also very creative. Like when I think about styling or putting outfits together, it's like I've always loved that though.
She really had. And I did too. Like I
Yeah.
always hear him play, like, oh my gosh, I
Oh, yeah.
obviously take a
Dana.
back seat. Candy is absolutely more fashionable, but I do.
Well, I don't know about that. I just think we have different styles, and
but you are more fashionable. Quit apologizing for who you are. You're definitely more fashionable, and to me, I admire that. So I look up to you. You have inspired me. So it takes sometimes that to get the spark reignited.
Yeah.
I spent the last 22 years nearly raising my children and putting myself second and making sure they were fashionable, make sure they had all that they needed. Good. And this is now finally, I have a moment where I see the shift where I get to look back at me, and I do look to you for inspiration, and that's nothing for that. It's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just something I've always done my whole life. Like, I mean, high school, college, I dressed up for college.
Always.
Like, not many people do that. Like,
Nope, you always have.
But
and it's something to be proud of, and it's something to be sharing, and you're doing that, and I'm proud of you for doing it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love to just hopefully, like, inspire people or like learn from other, like what other people are saying to us.
Yep.
And stuff like that. I think that that's important, that we can all, I mean, it's also gotten me to sort of look at, like, I never really looked at fashion vloggers or anything like that. I just always have done my own thing. That's the other thing. I never really conformed to, like, I've never been somebody who's like, oh, I have to have this because everybody else has that. Because I'll be honest, I didn't have a lot of money when I was in high school. Like, I worked for everything that I bought my clothes. Yep. So, like, if everybody went to a certain store and I couldn't afford that, like, I had to figure something else out. So I sort of gravitated towards other things, right? So, like, okay, I couldn't maybe afford clothes at that particular store, but so how do I go to this store and kind of recreate that look, or how do I kind of get that look, or even I'll admit, when we were younger, we went to thrift stores, and that was not trendy back then.
Isn't that amazing?
So not trendy.
It was trendy back then.
It was embarrassing, really, to say that I went to the thrift store. And like, I remember a specific outfit. It was like a flannel, which actually would be super cute today. It was like a red flannel plaid. It was like a zipper on the side. It kind of came down like this. And then the skirt was longer. But then I had my grandma, who was a seamstress, I had her like taper it and make it into a mini skirt. And like, I remember that outfit. Like, I loved that outfit,
sweet.
So like, but it came from the thrift store, and like, we repurposed it. So
you were so ahead of your time.
Well, yeah. but that was something that, like, I was embarrassed about, that we went to the thrift store and did that kind of thing. But like, and I, and now I almost was like, now because I can't afford certain things in my life, that I'm like, I was like shying away from it. And now I'll say, like, doing this with you, it's kind of brought an inspiration to me for like looking at things a little bit differently. Like, oh, well, why can't I go to the thrift store and look to see about doing something like that? So like, it sort of,
awesome.
It sort of shifted my mindset a little bit with that as well. So, or like, what we're doing is, trying to bring affordable, fun fashion to people through our Poshmark closet, but also inspire them or get them to think about, like, like, when you were saying the other day about a blouse, like, that you wanted to try, and like, maybe you wouldn't buy it in the store, but you would buy it because, okay, the price point is not out of realm for me to do this. I don't feel guilty because I'm spending this money, but I'm also getting something that, hey, I really like this. Let me see how I can wear it. Like,
so we both have inspired each other. That honestly, that's really nice to even acknowledge. Yeah. So, all right. So that's our Ginchy GAB. Check back soon for the next one.
And stay positive about yourself. Stay positive.
Good self-esteem.
Who cares about what that tag says in those pants?
That's right.
Eat that cookie.
It's a number.
Or eat maybe an apple too, and a cookie. It's all about balance. It's all about balance.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.